Here's three things I wish I would have known about marketing before I ever started a business, or if I was to start a business today, or if I was wanting my business to be found by more local customers. Local SEO has more value in it than AdWords does, or paying for a bunch of clicks, or it really doesn't matter that you have a fancy website. It is straight up what you're doing through local SEO. Yes, your website's important. Yes, you should be putting at least one blog out per week. And yes, you should be producing content, but your business is full of data. So that's tip number one. Use your business's data to get the most out of your ad campaign or out of your marketing campaigns. And goes for local SEO. So what is local SEO and how does your data tie into it? When someone goes in and does a search, so no matter if they're using voice search or if they're using their laptop, their computer, their mobile phone, if they're using that smart speaker, if they're using Chat GPT, or if they're using Gemini, so any of the AI searches, those are going out and finding what's called business listings. Back in the day, it used to be aggregators. And their aggregators still exist today. There's Foursquare and several different ones that make everything kind of work and kind of piece things together and broadcast out. So you have to make sure your business is being found in those directories, and you got to make sure your data is correct inside of there. So when you put your data out, you got to make sure your business, and this used to be considered NAP back in the day, but I think it's way beyond and has went further than what that is. You want to make sure your name's right, your address is right, your phone number. That was the acronym for NAP, N-A-P. I think your business description has to match the same. Your business hours need to be the same. What you're posting out about your business needs to be the same. So if you're a plumber and you're located in this city and this state, but yet you have these other cities around you, you might even have another state that's just right across the border because you're really close. You got to make sure you're talking about those as well. You have to be talking about those inside of your Google Business Profile updates, what we call posts, because they are a post that goes out. You can have a photo, you can have a description inside of there, but you're going to inject that data into it. So you got to make sure all of your data is right. And that goes back to your website as well. Make sure the same consistency is there, because when that data is not correct, you are not going to be found. You are going to be lost. You are going to just mix right into the weeds, and you are not going to exist. So one of the big things you got to remember is make sure your data is right. That's tip number one. Look at your business structure of your data. Make sure you have a consistent message. Make sure you're doing at least one post per week or post per day and one blog per week out to your Google Business Profile, because that's going to be like injecting that information. And make sure you're going out to the right networks. That's going to be tip number two. What networks do you want to be on? Well, we're getting ready to expand our network out. Yep, that's an insider tip. I haven't really talked about that. We're redoing the way our networks are done and how they're going to go out there. So when you register your business inside of Simply Be Found on listings here coming up, not today, but coming up real soon, you're going to be able to make sure you're on Google Business Profile. That exists today. So some of these exist today. There's a couple secret ones in here I'm going to talk about. So you got Google Business Profile, you have Apple Maps, you have Bing, you have you want to make sure you're going out to Yahoo, you want to make sure you're going out to DuckDuckGo. You want to make sure you are on Yellow Pages. You want to make sure you are out on all these different places. So there's about 300 total. I'm going to be putting together a graphic. Dean and I need to get in a room and be able to design that graphic so that way we can kind of showcase what that looks like. But that's where you want to make sure. If you want to make sure you're on the right network. So at the time of recording this video, it's $25 per month. You can go sign up on our website. It's the listings plan. Comes with all of our plans. The third thing you want to be doing is making sure that you are consistent. So if you are offering a product and service, you want to make sure you're talking about that product and service. You want to make sure you're talking about that brand. This kind of goes into that data piece. But make sure you're consistent. Make sure you're at least doing things every single week. You want to have the right tool in the right place. My preferred tool is the one we designed, which is simplybefound.com. But you want to make sure you have the right tools in the right spot to make this easier. This should only take you, as a local business owner or as a small business owner, should only be taking about 5 to 10 minutes per day. To set it up originally, it should take you about an hour. You want to be able to fill out your information in one spot. You want it to go everywhere. You want to be able to do your posts. You want to be able to post out on Facebook and to Google at the same time. You want to be able to make this as simple as you possibly can. So that is what simplybefound.com is going to do for you. So make sure you check us out. Make sure you look at it. If you have any questions whatsoever, let us know. We do have coaching plans and we do have done for you plans, but really everybody gets the most done by doing it themselves. So utilize those coaching plans. Make sure that you take a look at that a little bit closer, because that's a huge asset, and that's going to be how you're going to take your business to that next level. So come check us out. If you like my randomness, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. My name's Rob. I've been doing this stuff since 1995. Thanks and have a great day.
Get more business and get found.